One thing I'm going to say real fast, Adam.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Why does James park like a jackass? Cousins Grimm presents to you the Silent Evil Saga.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Aaron from Joystick Studios, and today I've got a Silent Hill 2 Let's Play for you. And with me I have my two buddies, one of which is my cousin, Tyler, and Adam. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
I'm Tyler. I'll be the one playing today.
And I'm Adam, I'll be the one watching today.
I prefer, this over Resident Evil, but I like Resident Evil, and Adam, what I can understand, kind of like lays in the middle. He's kind of like a seahorse.
And I definitely prefer Resident Evil to Silent Hill. So we have a nice little dynamic going on here.
Yeah, we don't. So
we got the good, the bad, and the both.
We're going to go start a new game. We're going to go for a main scenario, Letter from Silent Heaven. The sub-scenario we'll do after we beat the game, possibly. I'm not for sure if we're doing that one yet or not. But
yeah, and I have never played Silent Hill 2 whatsoever. I've seen a little bit of it up to the apartments. Adam, you've played through it, right?
I've played and beat it twice. And it's a giant roller coaster that everyone should experience at least once in their life.
Awesome. Yeah, I hear it's the best game in the Silent Hill series.
Yeah.
It can be a toss-up. A lot of fans also like 3. I'm kind of in the middle. I like 2. I think its story is awesome, but I don't think it's the scariest one in the franchise.
Right.
The 3 is really good as well. Look at that shot, man. I love that shot.
I also know a lot of really older people that know about Silent Hill. When you ask them what their favorite Silent Hill is, they always say 1.
Yeah.
Just because that was just one.
Yeah, I have played a bit of
so
1.
old
It
and like,
does have a nice nostalgia.
If they had a remake of it,
to
it'd be such a great game.
That would be. We need that.
Yeah,
I mean, Resident Evil's had all kinds of remakes, especially of 2 and 3 lately. So all the PlayStation 1 Resident Evil's been remade.
Yeah.
PlayStation 1 Silent Hill, it needs the I would
right.
buy that.
Journey begins, guys. We're looking for our wife, Mary. That's all we know.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to say real fast, Adam.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Why does James park like a jackass?
Oh yeah.
I know, right? What the fuck? Like, who? You're gonna see it here in a second. He's gonna walk up to his car. And he's gonna be like, "Oh, look at my car. I parked it normal." But 1, he parked his car like a jackass. 2, he left the door. He left the door open, and then just went into the public bathroom. And he was like, "I'm gonna look at this mirror dramatically." Like, what? What is he doing?
What a douche.
Look at his car.
Yeah, look at that. Blocking the hydrant.
You can see the town, but you can't see your shitty park.
Yeah, blocking the hydrant.
I'm thinking you fit a fire truck in there.
Move it all the way.
Yeah, this will be a part of a series, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll be doing Silent Hill and Resident Evil games, so...
You're missing important lore.
Oh, well...
Oops. Well, alright, whatever. Never mind, you missed it. Yep. Silent Hill, Resident Evil games.
Yeah, we'll be doing Resident Evil games.
I got a letter.
And Silent Hill games. We'll be doing...
The car died 4 years ago.
I'm not sure, I think, maybe Resident Evil 2 Remake.
You want to do that next?
Yeah, I think so.
When we're going from 2 to 2, we should do it. Like you said,
we'll
that
do
theory,
Resident
like,
Evil
2s are the best
yeah.
ones in the franchise.
And, I know...
Even though Devil May Cry 2 exists.
I know the PS1 versions people are probably going to want to see, but...
The PS1 version's good, but, like,
yeah.
do new one.
I'll do the PS1 version at some point, but...
So...
But the remake, I definitely...
3 years ago. I started parking like an asshole 4 years ago.
You know what would be really funny? If we had Brian here right now.
Yeah.
He would be creaming his pants, because every time he would see a weird camera angle, he'd be like, "Yo, that's so awesome! Like, that's so dramatic to the story."
You
know how hard it is to do that? You need like a wide fish lens with a 77mm camera angle on it.
Yeah, how much does that cost?
Nerd.
2.6 million.
Where'd you learn about cameras? I learned about them to make fun of nerds.
Yeah, right. Hey, where'd you learn to dance like that? Oh, I want to make fun of the fairies of the street. Amazing. Love that movie. So what's going on here?
Okay, so he got a letter from his dead wife. She died 3 years ago, and she said, "Come meet me back at my special place." And you know what? To save some time, I will start the game off like this. We're gonna look.
And my first question is:
This is my wife.
did he at all question the fact that letters can be
Faked.
faked?
No, he's really dumb. We'll see that as the game goes on. So here's the photo
I mean,
of my
his wife is like confirmed dead. Like he went to her funeral.
Yeah, she's dead.
not missing. Right?
No, she's dead. She's
But
dead.
He's seen her dead, likely.
She died of a sickness. She died in a hospital.
Wow. And he's
Getting a letter from a dead wife that died 3 years ago. Yeah. So here's a picture of my wife.
Okay.
This needs to be important. You might want to remember what she kind of looks like, especially her clothes here.
Right.
And then we're going to read the letter because we kind of talked over James monologuing.
You know, honestly, it's not much different than, say, a highly trained police SWAT team going into a building and then being like, you know what? Let's split up.
Yeah.
Because they don't do that.
So here's what it says. It says, I got a letter. In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you, James. So, our wife, we got a letter from our wife saying that. Silent Hill was our special place, and right now, we're about to go to his car, because the game never tells you this, but he leaves his car open like a jackass so you can get your map. How convenient is that?
Wow.
So we're gonna go to we're gonna open up a map. We're gonna look at the map real fast. Let's take a look at this place. So Rosewater Park is underlined because that's important to James. You know, Lakeside Amusement Park. I love that place. So Rosewater Park is the place that's underlined. So that's where we're going. We have to make our way around to this way, and you kind of see the road how it breaks off. We're gonna be going down that observation deck, and we're gonna be running a lot in just the white. This game has a lot of moments of just empty and feeling empty and alone. It's kind of like the whole theming of this game. Besides decay. So, like, the game has a few
Oh,
themes.
his wife's dead.
Yeah, so
feels alone.
decay of illness. This is also going to be my only complaint throughout this entire game is this camera. Absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm also playing, I believe it is 2D controls. It is my preferred controls. So, if you see me turn around a lot, it's not me doing it purposely. It kind of is, but it's not. It's just camera angles can suck in this game. So, sometimes you can be infinitely walking
He
through the
walks
door.
like there's a stick up his ass.
Oh, you want to see how he regularly walks? This is how he usually walks. That's his run.
I mean, he runs like there's a stick
Yeah,
up his ass.
he's like, oh man. Like, walking through this whole thing, the game never tells you you can run. So, most first time you play this game, you don't realize you can run. So, most people walk this whole area like this. And it can take you, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Like,
Take a long
it
while.
can take a long while. Look at it. Wow. Oh, the ring girl coming out. Something's in the well, guys. What is that? I don't know. It looks weird. There's this thing I kind of like to do when I play games sometimes. I like to leave the very first save ever of that entire game. And then I will leave 2 save spots to rotate as I play, no matter what, for some reason. And then I always save my last save spot. And I always check my time from the beginning of the game when I first save to the very end of it.
Excuse me,
I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it dangerous?
maybe. And it's not just the fog either.
Okay,
It's...
I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for someone.
Who is it?
Someone very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
I love doing this.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. Sure is quiet here, huh?
I guess.
No, buddy.
Yeah.
Out of town or something.
You can always go back to certain characters after you talk to them and be like, hey, we're pretty quiet here, right? And they're kind of like, stop hitting on me. So there's a lot to unpack with that first cutscene. One, something we learned in that cutscene, her name is Angela. Two, she talks weird, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. And she's hanging out in a graveyard.
She's looking for her mom. So, one...
She was still standing there though when we left.
Yeah, she's. I think she's looking for her mom in the graves right now. I think she thinks her mom might be dead. She doesn't know where her mom is, or if she's alive. So Angela, that first scene is weird though. She talks a little weird throughout the entire scene though, right? Like she sounds a little off. Like her sentence don't sound complete. She sounds like she's like a child talking, kind of. And that's intentional. I mean, our character sounds like a brick, but that's kind of intentional. They never tell you this in the end, and I'm just gonna say it from the very beginning. It's not one of those things I'm gonna try to keep a secret, but she is intended to be a teenager trapped in an adult's body, and that's part of her punishment in this town, is that she's forever trapped in an adult's body as a teenager.
Huh.
And that was our first time meeting her, and it's not our last time meeting her too, and we're going to get to learn Angela pretty well as this game goes on. She's probably by far one of my favorite side characters, because like how much she gets developed. I mean, all characters in this game kind of get closure in their own side. All the side characters get closure in their stories. But hers is like one of my favorites, because like it's so like abstract in a way that like you need to understand it by like watching it and thinking about it. Where like Eddie's character, I love him because he just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
So we're almost into the town itself. So Silent Hill is a big town, and as the games go on, they just get bigger and bigger, and it's more and more aggravating because at a certain point the map stops making sense. But right now we're in South Vale, which is the tour side of the Silent Hill. To the east of South Vale, we'll have Eastern Silent Hill, with like a downtown district and other things like that, and then to the north of that, you have Shepherd's Glen. And then you have Old Town Silent Hill, which is where the first one takes place, and that's on the opposite side. And it's all surrounded by Lake Toluca.
Who was the guy in the first game?
Harry Mason.
Oh, one letter off would be Perry Mason.
Yeah, right? Yeah, he's Harry Mason. He's the first character. He is a writer, and he is taking his daughter to go to Silent Hill, Maine on a vacation, because Silent Hill is a resort town.
I don't know, gee, do they look like fucking blood? Come on, buddy.
Yeah, you're gonna realize as this game goes on, James is a little dumb. That shadow just now.
It wasn't a shadow, it was a person, it was a figure.
Adam.
Yes.
Aaron's halfway to the name of that enemy's type. He knows half of its name.
Figure?
Yes. What do you think its name is?
Dead figure?
Oh god, no. That's too obvious. This game. One thing you gotta realize, it's Silent Hill series is Japanese people. They're the king of subtlety. And they make shit super subtle. And sometimes they just absolutely don't get it. And most of the time throughout the Silent Hill series, it's going to be a really kind of like subtle name.
So where are we going?
We're going to follow that creature because we're done. We've been following the blood trails.
What's this now, though?
This is a little side zone you can enter. It has a save point.
What's that on the red thing?
That's the save points.
What is it? Oh, a letter?
It's a square. It's a square.
Oh, just
All
square.
these squares make a circle.
Oh, I see. Okay. And so you're following the monster.
Yep, following the monster.
So we get into Silent Hill, we see a creature,
Yep, and we follow him.
we follow it.
The first thing we do is any normal person. Was that a shadow? Let's go follow it like a freak
Yeah, right,
person.
like a fucking-
James is a weird guy.
Right.
He's like breaking and entering. He's like stealing things out of people's cars. He's following people in the fog. He doesn't know.
Yeah, he
like
doesn't give a shit. His wife died.
Yeah, his
daughter died.
wife's
He doesn't
dead.
He doesn't give a fuck.
he had no guts. But his wife's dead, and like he's just being an
Like you
asshole
said,
up around
she got
town.
her killed in a car accident.
No, I'm saying he looks like Leon S. Kennedy, who did that. Who's like drunk, wife died and killed his daughter in a car accident. He had no good though. No, he only had a wife. She died.
She's dead. And so now his world is.
So
Oh yeah, I remember this. He fighting in this little
yeah, I want to fuck him up for
first
stick.
enemy.
Yeah, so this is the first enemy of the game. This is the line figure. Yeah, because it's one line. And they're gross. They spit acid, and they have nice looking asses.
Nice.
Because that's what Ty would.
This is what Tyler noticed.
I know everything. Watch this. I'm
I
prepared.
know it.
Oh,
We got it excited and it jizz all over.
oh yeah, the dead.
And alright.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it bleeding everywhere?
That's an accurate reaction to that.
It's not
actually.
human. I don't know. It looks human. Does it look human to you? I
Reminds
think it's
me of-
human.
In Resident Evil 2 Remake, Leon's reaction when he sees Mr. X. Jesus Christ! Dude, it's the most accurate reaction in a video game of all time.
Oh,
That's exactly what I
oh
would
yeah.
say. Jesus Christ! You see this guy lift a fucking helicopter.
Remember the first. Remember that the Mr. X video, and he's like, it's like X gonna give it to you, and like the music fades out as like Mr. X gets further away or he gets closer. It gets louder.
Oh yeah.
Remember that one when he comes through the door? It's like real quiet. He comes through the door and he starts fading away. And he goes, "What's that?" And he stops and he turns around, and you're like, "Why, Leon? Why did you talk? Like you saw him. You've seen him before."
What the hell is that?
All right, so we just got a radio. That thing is gonna save.
There was a radio
us.
on that monster?
No, there was a radio in there, and we just picked it up.
Where you killed the monster.
So I'm going to turn the volume of this thing all the way up. So this thing gets staticky when there's enemies nearby. By the way, I'm just going to look at my wife. I miss
Yeah,
you.
because
I loved you. I miss you. Alright, what'd she say? In my restless dreams, I see that talent. Yeah, we know. We don't care. I'm here to save you. Alright, so I'm going to be doing that a lot as the game goes on. Because I'm trying to get a certain ending that I like a lot. I don't think it was the one I got. No, it wasn't the one I got my very first playthrough, but I really like it. It's one of the most thematic endings to the game that fits it the best. It's called In Water. And I'm just going to be reading my letters a lot. I'm going to be reading that letter specifically a lot and another one later in the game. Looking at that photo and looking at a knife soon. The game, and reading a lot of other types of notes I can avoid. So in this game, it has
I'm just gonna run past these enemies?
yeah, I'm just going to pass them. They're street guys. We don't care. They're street boys.
So where are we
eh?
going?
So we're going to a street. So once you get that first weapon, you kind of head out of that area and you backtrack back to the roads. You immediately go left when you get back to the main roads, and you follow that until you get to your first right turn. You're going to take that right turn, and you're going to follow to another right turn. This is kind of like ahead of game strats. The game kind of wants you to wander the city. Also, every time you see James' head move like that, it's an item.
Guys, yeah, okay.
Or, and this is the game showing you that for the first time as well. It's trying to. Or, and then it tries to do this as well. James also will do this near vehicles and items, and enemies will come out. I want to kill this guy, actually.
oh, so James can see a little minuscule
Oh,
bottle
he won't
of health drink, but he can't see the fucking lines of the fucking parking lot.
Yeah, right. You're still on there?
So
Yes!
we just got the
I'll never
west
let it
side. We just got the west side apartment keys, but we're not done. We're gonna look at my map just to show you guys what it looks like right now. Right now we're on Martin Street. It's like an alleyway, kind of. It's like a side street. We're gonna head down to Katz and head down Neely
Happy
Street.
Burger.
And we're gonna go to Neely's Bar. Yeah, Happy Burger.
Yeah, let's go to Happy Burger.
Yeah, we can head to Happy Burger. It's across the street from Neely's Bar.
I'm hungry.
So, man, I just love this game. This game's got so much dumb stuff in it. Like, James is a real idiot, though.
He looks like a big dummy.
Yeah, he is. He really is. He's like, oh, should I stick my hand in the toilet? No, it's disgusting.
Oh, is fire bad? He drags
Yeah.
his knuckles when he walks.
So, I don't think I really explained the radio. But the radio is very important in the game because the radio static gets louder whenever enemies are nearby. And it's kind of like your mechanic for telling you enemies are nearby, especially with the fixed camera angles. We can use that to kind of run circles around enemies. So, we're here at Neely's Bar. I want to get this map real fast. There's a map here. Oh, cool. What's it say? Oh, look at all that. That's crazy looking. Oh, wait. Why is there an X on Happy Burger, though? Well, whatever. So we have to go through the Woodside Apartments. So I got the map. We're going to look at some of the flavor text and everything you got here. This is by far one of my favorite texts in the game. There was a hole here. It's gone now.
Packed up and left.
Yep, packed up and left. Man, it's a window. Was there a hole here, or was this just the window was gone? The person was like, I forgot, I replaced it last week.
Right.
So now that we have that, we're going to head to Happy Burger, as Aaron wanted to. He said he wanted some food. So, let's see if we can get to Happy Burger. I don't think it's open. Oh no, look at Happy Burger. Look at that. And we got first aid kit.
Next.
So this game's good and bad. Because when it comes to items in this game, oh hey, Lightsaber. When it comes to items in this game, the game constantly gives you health items on the streets because they think you're gonna be wandering forever.
Yeah.
But so you can actually wander these streets for a while and just pick up health items everywhere. What the hell? Oh, it's a dead guy. What does it say? Nothing to say to that, James? Alright. But the game wants you to be wandering these streets forever. Because it thinks you're not going to know where to go right away. Because technically, I'm doing this kind of out of order in a way, but it still works. It doesn't break the game, so...
It wants you to feel lost.
Yeah, it wants you to go down here to Saul Street. See where that circle is?
Yeah.
It wants you to go there first. Or Neely's Bar. One of the two. And then
Saul Goodman?
Yeah. So when you go to Saul Street, there's a trailer there, actually. And you can get on the trailer, and it gives you items. There's a save point. And I'm pretty sure in the trailer it tells you to go to the end of Martin Street to get the key. Because it circles Woodside Apartments, but you can't get inside of Woodside Apartments without the key. So you have to head to the other circle first. So we skipped that part. And we'll stop at the RV on our double back. Because we're going to double back into this main part of town halfway through the game.
Got it.
Yeah. So, I'll mention this to you earlier as well, Aaron. And this game's got a really, really cool psychology kind of system implemented in this game. And that psychology system is along the lines of how often you push Maria around. Mm-hmm. Or if you hit Maria, or how often you let her die, or how often you look at the photo of Mary and read letters from Mary, and things like that. How often you do that kind of stuff. And all that kind of accumulates in the end, and it's kind of you're kind of a dick to Maria, so we're not going to give you this ending. You don't deserve it, but you miss your wife Mary, so we're going to give you this ending, and it's got a really cool system. In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you